We can video.
I didn't know you were.
Well, we could just say, where are we at? You want to go on this side?
Okay.
We'll go on this side. So we're at the hospital, and we just did a birthing tour. How you feeling?
Fine.
Other than being sick?
Yeah, I've got a cold. That's great. Can't take cold meds while you're pregnant.
It was all right.
We didn't have any questions.
Didn't have any questions. They kind of went over, this is where you come in. It's kind of weird because it's an entire separate part of the hospital, but there's not a separate entrance. You have to go through the main entrance and then over. Let me get in my truck here. So that was something I noted, right? Was the fact that you have to go in the separate part of the you go in the main entrance, and then you have to go over.
You're in that building.
Yeah.
So you go in through this door, and then you're in that building.
Yeah. It's kind of weird. So there's not a separate entrance. That's the only observation I had. I mean, other than that, they tell you where you go in, and
so they tell you to go to the main entrance Monday through Friday during working hours. Excuse me. And then after hours and weekends, you go to the emergency, which is
even further.
Even further away.
Yeah. It's over there. So yeah, they show you where you go in, and the rooms are actually pretty big, and they're actually pretty nice. It's a pretty nice hospital. It's not like it's not Memorial Central. It's not all run down and, like something out of the, 70s or 80s or something. So it's a really nice hospital, really good amenities, very clean, kind of empty. It's pretty empty. But they take you in, you do the thing, that's where you basically will have the baby.
So you have your labor room where you sit and have labor for however long it takes. And you have obviously your partner there going through it with you. And then when the baby arrives, after a couple hours or several hours, they move you down to the second floor instead of the third floor. And you can have up to 4 visitors, including your partners. That means you only get 3 visitors if you want your partner there all the time. So we've already decided, Mom, Dad, Donna, done. So anybody else, they can just suffer and whine and complain. It's fine.
Yeah, and then you're down there. You could be down there for up to 72 hours, depending on, your recovery. If it's a first birth,
42.
They were saying
40. Where is it? 48. It's 48.
They said they typically will hold you for 2 days if it's your first birth. If it's your second or third birth, they may only hold you 24 hours, but it all depends on you and if you're feeling good.
And if you've had a cesarean or not. Because if you've had a cesarean, it's 2 days or 3 days, depending on if it's your first or your second.
Yeah. And of course, they showed us where the nursing station was and where the free food is and the coffee station and the snacks. And some of the rooms have bathtubs in them, and people that were walking around with us were super interested in the bathtubs.
I don't understand why.
They said that they will they will allow you to birth in the...
No. So you can do labor in the tub, but as soon as the birthing starts, they take you out of the tub. They're like, no.
So some people were really all about that. And yeah, I mean, they just kind of went over the regular process of, make sure you have your car seat, make sure you have your bag and you got your stuff in it. They have some stuff, but it's hospital stuff. Like we just ate hospital food. It wasn't that great, so you want to have the things like the lotions and the shampoos and the soaps and stuff, and you want all that in the bag and ready to go, and if you have a birthing plan, they want that. And they also mentioned that if you have any emergency room related stuff in your 30 weeks, to come to them instead of a regular emergency room. That's what she said, that first lady said. So if you had any emergency room related stuff, you go there. Probably because if something happens and they need to deliver the baby, then they have the resources to do it. But
otherwise they're just going to transport you through ambulance to come here.
Yeah. But how you feeling? Is it sinking in yet?
Kind of. It'll hit us when the baby comes and there's like a baby to take care of, I think. Because we're very.
And then they have to go home with it.
Yeah,
And then
we're
like,
we're very what's the word I'm looking for? Very hands-on, more so than just.
That's what I think most people say. It's like it doesn't really sink in until you go home and you have a human that you now have to take care of.
Yeah. Well, they say men are like that, and they say women usually they feel it. They feel once they feel the baby, which I have been. It just still hasn't really sunk in that I'm gonna have a baby. I don't know. I think I'm more of a realistic. Like it has to be my hands, or in my face. I don't know.
Okay. That's it for today, or right now.